Well, hi there. You want to see the fastest way to defrost a frozen pound of sausage? Here, I'll show you. You can't put these in the microwave because they have the metal rings on the end of them. Just put your frozen sausage there on a cutting board. I suggest maybe a better cutting board, a wooden one, because this cleaver went right through this one. But it didn't hurt the counter, luckily. Break it into smaller pieces with your antique meat cleaver. Just maybe use a little less force than I did in that first shot. Just like that, real easy, simple. It doesn't take a lot of force with these old cleavers. And just put it into the frying pan. You can even just use it like a knife too. Just push down on it a little bit. Just break it up into small pieces as you can. They don't gotta be super small because when they warm up it'll break apart, but just small pieces. And I'm just gonna grab some of these bigger pieces and cut them in half a couple times. There you go, that'll work. Y'all want to see me chop a red onion in half with it? Woo! That wasn't quite in half, but more like 2/3 to 1/3, but pretty good, pretty clean, even cut. Now I'm going to put the cleaver away and just use a knife. I'm going to cut up the smaller half of the onion here and put into the frying pan after I get all the skin off of it. Now I'm just going to dice this up into little tiny pieces. Alright, that's all diced up. Let's put that right into the frying pan with the sausage. Now let's cut up a bell pepper. Little seeds there. And just dice this up too. I'm going to use the whole pepper. Alright. Add that into the pot. And now I've recently started putting pepperonis and carrots in everything I make. I love the flavor and it just really pops. I put that in everything now. So I got a bag of carrot chips. They look like this. They look like chips, but they're just sliced carrots. Yeah, cut them up a little bit thinner, smaller pieces. Just dice them up small as you can. Now you don't want a lot of them, just enough to add flavor to it. Just like that. And throw them in the frying pan. And just a couple pepperonis. Oh, maybe not that many. Not like that. Just a little handful there. What's that? 2, 4, 5 of them there. 5 of them. And just cut them in half or cut them in quarters. Yeah, just cut them in quarters. Throw them in. There you go. Yeah, I broke that pretty good. But it's still usable. But yeah, I get a new one anyway. Now turn it on to about 6 or 7, a little bit above medium. Then start frying everything up. I like using the flat-tipped wooden spoons or spatulas. Well, you can use whatever you want. I'm going to take this time also to add some seasoning into it. Some pepper. I love pepper. I always put a lot of pepper. Salt, not too much salt. A little oregano. Put oregano on everything as well. Some magic blend, which is mainly garlic. Ain't no vampires in this house. And Weber Gourmet Burger Seasoning, because I put that on everything too. Just look at it. I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. All the seasoning and all the colors. You just stir it up. See how the sausage, even though it was frozen, it just pretty much falls right apart. Just keep stirring it till the sausage is pretty done, because this was raw and you want to make sure that it's fully cooked. Now if you had ham or bacon, you could add them into it too, or even little bits of steak, whatever you want to put in it on top of the sausage, or without sausage. But I love meat. I like putting multiple meats and stuff. And this is frying up really good. Really quickly too. Told you that was the fastest way to defrost. Pound the frozen sausage. And get a carton of eggs out, because this is pretty close to being cooked. So get ready to add the eggs into it. Oh, by the way, if I didn't mention it so far, I'm making sausage, egg, and cheese casserole. So, never made this before with red onions. I love red onions, so it smells really good. Getting ready to add some eggs. Now, I'm probably going to put like all 8 eggs in it here. Just make very sure you don't get any of the shell in it. And make sure you get it all in the frying pan too. See, one egg doesn't make a difference at all. That's what one egg in there looks like. And I only used like a half a pound of sausage. I didn't say that yet in the video, but I didn't use the full pound, I only used a half a pound. Righty, I put all the rest of the eggs in there. I'm thinking I might even have to add more eggs. I put 8 eggs in it so far. But I'm going to stir this up and see how it looks. I might have to add a few more. And I lowered the heat down from like 6 down to 3. But yeah, I'm going to add a few more eggs to this. There's not enough eggs, it doesn't look like. So I'm thinking I'm going to add 4 more eggs. So now I have a whole dozen eggs in the frying pan here. Because I want there to be enough eggs to hold it all together. I might have to add 1 or 2 more actually. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit to about 4, because I think I made it too cold. I'm not sure. That might be good. I'm going to add 2 more eggs. So now we got 14 eggs in here. 14 eggs, a half pound of sausage, 5 pepperonis, 1 full bell pepper, and about 1/3 of a very big red onion. So, how's that look? I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit more. Back up to medium, I think. Wait, it keeps frying. I think that'd be enough eggs. Oh. I kind of want to add more, but like I don't want to have too much of it. Like I think I already made too much. But, and just here, keep stirring it. Make sure nothing sticks to the bottom there. You don't want anything sticking on the bottom. Then I'm going to put probably half, well this is half of a bag, but I'm going to dump this whole half bag of the Colby Jack cheese in here. That's a lot of cheese. I was thinking about putting some Velveeta in here too, but this ought to be plenty. Might even be too much, but it's alright. I'm going to stir it up. Now if you had some tater tots or hash browns, this is the time that you would take them out of this pot. Take this out of this pot and put it into an oven dish. Then put like hash browns on top of it. Like hash brown, like tater tot casserole. But since I don't have any of them, we're just gonna eat it like this. So it's about done. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna turn the heat down again. Down to low. Now you can just plate it out and eat it off the plate like this, or you can get a couple pieces of bread, make sandwiches, or you can make breakfast tacos out of it too if you have tortillas. Whatever you want to do, or even breakfast burrito. It's very good, and you can add some Texas Pete to it. I'm going to add some Texas Pete onto mine, but I'm not going to put it into the big pot here because my wife don't like it. Alrighty, here's the final product. Well, I changed my mind. I'm going to add some diced tomatoes to it too, so I'm going to put this back in the pot and then add some diced tomatoes to it. So I have canned diced tomatoes, but I'm just going to cut up this big tomato before it goes bad and put it in there. This thing barely has any juice in it. Look at that. I've never seen a tomato like that. It's like solid. It must have just been from where I cut it at, because it got juice in it and seeds. I just used half of it because it was a pretty big tomato and I didn't want it to overpower it. So now I'm going to put it back on here. Turn the heat up a little bit just to fry the tomatoes up and warm them up. But I should have cut the tomatoes up in the beginning when I cut up the onion and the pepper and everything and put them in. That's when I should have cut that up and put it in here. But I thought about it here at the end. So that's good too. Well, I really wish I would have thought to put tomatoes in at the beginning, but this ought to be good too. But it would have a different flavor though if I would have added them there at the beginning, because they would have roasted better. But still gotta be really good. There you go. I'm gonna make a breakfast sandwich. Sausage, egg, and cheese casserole, and breakfast sandwich made out of sausage, egg, and cheese casserole. Now for the all-important first bite. Mm-hmm. That is very, very good. Incredibly good. Then the sandwich. That's even better. This whole wheat bread. Really good. Something else that would have been good in here, little diced potatoes would have been really good, like little diced breakfast potatoes. But it's very good otherwise, even without them. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Have a great day.